Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather briefing on Tuesday the 18th of January. Today's weather brief will cover information on the United Kingdom, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation and finally global weather alerts. But first we will take a quick look at the 5-day temperature averages across Western Europe within the 11 to 15 day time frame. I'd also like to take the opportunity to point out that the temperature value within the middle of the pie charts represents the average or mean temperature. And also out of interest is the temperature value which is coloured in gold, which represents the best performing forecast model. In summary, temperatures across Western Europe during the 11 to 15 day time frame are forecast to be near, if not slightly below, climate averages. Within the 6 to 10 day time period, ending on the 26th of January, temperatures are forecast to be generally slightly below climate averages, particularly across Spain, France, Switzerland, Austria and also Italy. And within the short term, over the next 2 to 5 days, temperatures are forecast to generally be below climate averages as rather cold conditions persist. However, some regions around Benelux may have temperatures nearer to climate averages. And we'll now take a look at the UK in more depth. And firstly, please note that the solid red line evident on the UK model comparison graph is my temperature prediction throughout the next 7 to 14 days. Given latest and recent model guidance, I have medium to high confidence to suggest that temperatures throughout the next 7 to 14 days across the United Kingdom will be at least 2 or 3 degrees below climate averages of around 7 degrees Celsius. This temperature trend is expected due to high pressure being the dominant synoptic feature of the weather across the UK throughout the next 7 to 14 days. As a result, a settled period of weather is expected, but with some fog and frost by night. The weather chart for Thursday the 27th of January helps to illustrate why temperatures are likely to be slightly below climate averages, as a large area of high pressure dominates across the UK, and as is often the case at this time of year, high pressure normally brings settled conditions but also quite chilly temperatures. So in summary, a settled period of weather is expected across the United Kingdom over the next 7 to 14 days, and with temperatures being slightly below climate averages. And now taking a look at the predicted temperatures across Europe over the next 7 to 10 days. And temperatures across many western parts of Europe are forecast to be slightly below climate averages, with mean temperatures ranging between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius. Temperatures are also forecast to be generally below climate averages across many central and eastern and also northern areas of Europe, with mean temperatures generally ranging between -5 and -10 degrees. Taking a look at the West Europe 5-day averages ending on the Thursday the 20th of January, and as you'll see, all the available forecast models generally signal temperatures to be slightly below climate averages. Within the longer term, many central and eastern areas of Europe are forecast to continue to have temperatures generally remaining slightly below climate averages, with mean surface temperatures ranging between 0 and -5 degrees Celsius, but locally as low as -10 degrees across parts of Scandinavia. More western areas of Europe, including the UK, Iberia and France, may have temperatures recovering slightly, with mean temperatures generally ranging between 0 and 5 degrees Celsius. The West Europe 5-day average temperature chart for ending Wednesday the 26th of January continues to signal mean surface temperatures to be generally near, if not slightly below, climate averages, particularly across central and some southern areas of Europe in particular. So in summary, given recent model consistency and also latest forecast model guidance, I believe confidence levels are medium or medium to high to suggest that the remainder of January across Europe is forecast to be rather cold, with mean surface temperatures generally slightly below climate averages. And now taking a look at the precipitation forecast across Scandinavia. And between the 17th and the 25th of January, the signal from the last few days continues today, with many western and northwestern areas of Norway forecast to have in excess of 100 millimetres of rainfall, as unsettled conditions bring some large rainfall totals with perhaps over 200% of normal. In contrast, many southern regions of Norway, Sweden and also Finland are forecast to be much drier, with precipitation totals generally below climate averages. A similar signal is also forecast to continue within the longer term between the 25th and the 2nd of February. Some large rainfall totals are forecast to persist, with perhaps over 100 millimetres or so possible across western and northwestern areas of Norway, whilst elsewhere across Scandinavia precipitation totals generally remain below climate averages. And now taking a look at global weather alerts, which highlight significant deviations from normal. And there is an emerging and developing signal for precipitation totals to become well above climate averages across southern areas of Brazil, and particularly across parts of the Rio Grande do Sul within the longer term. Precipitation totals may exceed 125 to 150 millimetres, but confidence levels over this precipitation forecast are relatively low given a lack of model consistency. The signal also continues today for precipitation totals to become considerably above climate averages once again across eastern parts of Australia within the longer term during the final week or so of January and into the opening few days of February. Precipitation totals in excess of 125 to 150 millimetres are possible. The forecast for well above average precipitation totals across South Africa also continues today, with perhaps in excess of 125 to 150 millimetres of rainfall in some places, as very unsettled conditions dominate the weather, bringing the risk of some flooding within the next 7 to 14 days. And finally, there is a continued risk of very cold conditions persisting across many central and eastern areas of the USA over the next 7 to 10 days at least, with mean surface temperatures low as -20 to -30 degrees Celsius. There is also likely to be an ongoing risk of some significant snowfall events in particular across eastern areas of the country. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.